This is one of Fitness Blender's toning and weight loss bootcamp workouts. For this workout, we're going to do a quick 3-minute warm-up, followed by 3 rounds of 7 different exercises. You're not going to need a single piece of equipment for this routine. Let's go ahead and start our cardio warm-up. We're going to begin with 1 minute of jogging in place. Now, we realize that jogging in place can be a little bit boring, so feel free to add in a few extra motions to make it a little more interesting, like some punches or kicks, or anything else you can think of. And we've got just about 5 seconds left. And let's go ahead and switch it up to up and out jacks. Move right into it. This is similar to just a regular jumping jack, but every other time those hands can come straight up in front of your chest rather than up over top of your head. And again, about 5 seconds left. And let's go ahead and move right into butt kickers next. We're doing 1 minute of these. Just get those feet up nice and high, kicking yourself in the butt. This is just a little bit faster motion than jogging in place. And we got about 5 seconds left until we're done with our warm-up. And go ahead and let it relax. All right, let's go ahead and start round 1 of our boot camp. Our first exercise is the 2-hop squats. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. You're going to start on that left leg by hopping to the right twice, then drop down into a nice wide squat. Come back up on that right leg and hop back to the left twice, and then drop back down into a squat again. Just keep alternating back and forth, keeping those motions nice and even, trying to get a nice deep squat every single time. And just one more cycle left. Over to the right, then back over to the left, and let it relax. All right, good job. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one, the plank tuck jacks. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. Come up into that full push-up position, tuck your knees off underneath you off to the side, back out to that full extension, hop those feet apart twice, and then start the cycle again. So it's going to be a nice knee tuck off to the side, same thing on the other leg, and then hop those feet apart twice and start again. Just make sure you're trying to keep those hips nice and low. Every time you tuck that knee underneath you, you're trying to get as much rotation across that hip and that torso as you possibly can. And we got one more cycle. Tuck the knee on the other side, hop those feet twice, and let it relax. All right, let's go ahead and move to the next one, the rocket squats. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. You're going to squat down, taking 3 pulses to get all the way down to the bottom, and then jump as hard as you can up to the top, bring those knees up, slapping those hands against those knees, dropping right back down, then doing that short 3-pulse squat again. So it's going to be 3 pulses, getting lower and lower and lower till you're all the way down, then jump as hard as you can. Just keep that motion going, just repeat it over and over and over again. And we got 2 more. Here's your last one right here. And let it relax. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, the butt kicker hops. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. Starting out in a really high push-up position, so those hips are going to be really high up in the air. You're going to bounce twice, kick those heels up to that butt. You're going to cross your body over to the right or to the left for about 4 feet or so. Kick those heels up again, drop back down, double pulse, kick those heels up, double pulse, kick those heels up. Just keep crossing back and forth as far as you can control, and trying to keep that motion as quick as possible. And just a couple more repetitions. One more cycle. And let it relax. All right, let's go ahead and move to the next one, the side lunge up and overs. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. Dropping down into a side lunge, bring those hands down to those toes. Then as you jump up, you're going to cross those hands over top of your head, coming back down in the opposite direction with that opposite leg kicked back behind you. Just keep alternating back and forth, nice quick motions. Just make sure you can keep it under control. And just one more to each side. And let it relax. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, the diagonal jackknife crunch. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. Extend your right arm up over top of your head, then lift your left leg up as you crunch up across towards that leg. You're trying to get up to that toe, kind of like a toe touch crunch, but at the same time, you're trying to go diagonally as well to outside of that leg. So nice and slow, extend it up, bring that leg just directly above that hip joint. You don't want to bring it any closer than that. Then reach across with that right hand to the outside of that left leg. Just keep that motion going. Just 2 more, and then we're going to switch sides. And go ahead and let it relax. We're going to go ahead and switch sides here. Bring that left hand up above your head. Crunch up across towards that right leg this time. So that right leg comes up, that left arm comes up. Same exact motion, just on the other side. And just 2 more. And there's your last one right there. Go ahead and let it relax. All right, this next one is the back bow oblique crunch. That is a pretty difficult exercise to get used to, but it's actually really, really functional. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. Now you're going to start by keeping that back perfectly flat and bending over from those hips until your chest is parallel to the ground. Then drop your shoulders down, rounding your back. Then arch up really nice and high. Drop it back to a flat back, and then come up to a full extension, and then do your standing oblique crunch. Just keep repeating that motion. Just make sure you're under control, moving nice and slow. Just keep repeating that motion and making sure you're trying to push that range of motion as much as is comfortable. And we have just one cycle left. Round that back, arch it up, come back up straight, tuck those knees up, crunch diagonally, and let it relax. All right, let's go ahead and take a little break here. We're going to start up round number 2 in just a second. All right, let's go ahead and start round number 2, starting back in with 2 hop squats. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. Hopping to the left twice, squatting down nice and deep, hopping back to the right twice, squatting nice and deep. Just keep alternating back and forth every single time. Now keep in mind, the harder you push those side hops, the harder those legs are going to have to work, the more calories you're going to burn. Same thing goes to those squats. The deeper you go, the more calories you have to burn to get down there and back up, the more strength you have to use. So you can always control how hard this is going to be by just limiting or increasing that range of motion. And just one more on each side. Back again. And let it relax. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, the plank tuck jacks. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. Out of that full push-up position, tuck those knees underneath you, alternating side to side, then 2 hops with those feet, and then start it again. So nice quick motion, tucking that knee underneath you, rotating those hips, trying to keep those shoulders flat across, then back out to that full push-up position, hop those feet apart twice, and then start that motion again. And just one more repetition. Hop those feet and let it relax. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, the rocket squats. Remember, this is a 3 pulse and then a really nice explosive squat jump. Go ahead and get ready. and begin. So remember those pulses, 3 as you go down, 1, 2, 3, really nice and low, and then jump up, driving those knees up nice and high, tapping those hands to those knees, then dropping right back down again, starting those 3 pulses, deep into that squat, and then jump again really hard. And just 2 more repetitions. 3 pulses down, and jump it nice and hard, and let it relax. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, the butt kicker hops. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. Starting with his feet off to the left side just a little bit, you're going to hop up and kick those heels to that butt, dropping back down to the right about 4 feet away. Then you're going to hop those feet twice, kick that butt again, dropping those feet back down to that original position, just alternating back and forth as quick as you can. If you want to make it a little bit harder, go to a single hop. So every time those feet drop down, you're jumping right back up again, transitioning those feet back over the other side. And just 1 more on each side. And let it relax. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, the side lunge up and overs. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. Lunging off to one side, bring those hands down to that front foot. You're going to jump straight up, bringing those hands directly up over your head, dropping down so you're alternating, facing the opposite direction, that opposite leg's in front, and then you're going to jump right back again, bringing those hands back up over top of your head. Just keep alternating back and forth, trying to get a nice full range of motion, making sure that motion is really quick. Just got 2 more on each side. And 1 more back over. And let it relax. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, the diagonal jackknife crunch. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. Using that right arm and left leg first. Bring up and across, trying to get to the outside of that left leg. Just crunching up as tight as you can, rotating those shoulders as much as possible, as much as is comfortable, and trying to make sure that you keep that lower back as close to the ground as you can control. Just a couple more, then we're going to switch sides. And go ahead and let that relax. Switch those sides so that left hand's going to come up, that right leg's going to come up this time. Doing the same exact motion, just using the opposite arm and leg. And just 2 more repetitions. And let it relax. All right, let's move on to the next one, the back bow oblique crunch. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. Those hands up by your head. Nice and slow, drop down with that back perfectly flat. Pause with that chest parallel to the ground. Round that chest forward, rounding that back. Then arch up nice and high. Drop it back to flat. Then come straight back up and doing that alternating oblique crunch. So the left elbow goes to that right knee and then the right elbow to that left knee. And then just start that whole motion over again. Just make sure you move nice and slow, focusing on each individual motion, and it'll make it a lot easier for you in the long run. And we've got just one more cycle through. Start with that back bow. Then standing back up nice and straight and tall, doing that oblique crunch. And go ahead and let it relax. All right, that was the end of round number 2. Go ahead and pause it here if you need to. We're going to start round number 3 in just a few seconds. All right, let's go ahead and start round number 3. Our first exercise, the 2 hop squats. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. Starting on that left leg, hop twice to the right, nice deep squat. Then on that right leg, hop twice to the left, nice deep squat again, and then start that motion all over again. Just make sure you're focusing on getting a really nice deep squat every single time, getting those hips nice and low, as well as trying to jump as far as you can or as far as it's comfortable. Remember, the further you jump with that hop and the deeper you go with that squat, the harder it's going to be, the more calories you're going to burn. And we've got just one more in each direction. Back over to the left, and let it relax. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, the plank tuck jacks. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. Up in that push-up position, tuck your knees underneath off to the side, hop those feet out twice, and then start the motion over again. Trying to rotate those hips as much as you can each time. Trying to spread those feet as wide as possible with every single hop. And we've got one more cycle. Opposite knee, then hop twice, and let it relax. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, the rocket squats. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. Remember, 3 pulses down, then jump really nice and high, driving those knees up, tapping those hands to those knees, dropping right back into that squat, down 3 times to a full squat, and then jumping again. Just keep that motion going nice and quick, under control. Just 2 more repetitions. Here's your last one, nice deep squat, and let it relax. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, the butt kicker hops. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. With those feet off to one side, you're going to hop twice, bring those heels up to that butt, drop back down off to the other side, about 4 feet away, hop twice again, bring those heels back up to that butt, and hop back. Just keep moving back and forth with those feet, alternating back and forth by about a 45-degree angle or so. And remember, if you want to make it a little bit harder, you can always switch to a single hop. So every time those feet come down, you just jump right back up again. And just 2 more on each side. 1 more back over, and let it relax. All right, let's go ahead and move to the next one, the side lunge up and overs. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. Drop down into a side lunge, bring those hands down to that front leg, then you're going to jump up, those hands up over top of your head, alternating which foot's in front, alternating which direction you're facing, dropping those hands back down to that front foot, and then jumping right back up again, going back to that original position. Just keep alternating back and forth, facing opposite directions every single time, making sure you bring those hands all the way back down to that ground, tapping next to that foot. Just got one more in each direction, and let it relax. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, the diagonal jackknife. Go ahead and get ready. And begin. That right hand up over your head. Bring that left leg up. You're going to crunch up and out to the side of that left leg. Slowly back down to a full extension. Keep that foot and that hand hovering just a little bit off the ground. And then bring it right back up again. Just have two more, and then we're going to switch sides. And go ahead and let that relax. Switch sides. Bring that left hand up. Bring that right leg up, crunching across the outside of that right leg. And just two more repetitions. And let it relax. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the last exercise, the back bow oblique crunch. Go ahead and get ready. And begin, starting with a nice flat back. Drop straight over to parallel to the ground. Round that back down. Then slowly arch it up really nice and high. Flatten it again. Then stand back up straight. Start that oblique crunch. Right elbow to left knee, left elbow to right knee. And then drop back down, starting right back into that motion. And we're almost done, just one more. Do that oblique crunch and let it relax. All right, good job. You just finished another one of Fitness Blunder's home boot camp workouts.